matchup between the Washington football team and the Dallas Cowboys. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Darnold. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there. 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down. They'll run with Pollard. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
To throw is Darnold. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. And they are going for it. Darnold. This one caught by Ridley. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Now a toss play. It's Hines. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Robert Foster, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Washington 7, Cowboys 0. Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep. And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They give him a gain of 38.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Pollard. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And a short gain down to about the 33. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
Now 4th down and 1.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. On 1st and 10, Darnold flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 2nd and 10, Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Jeremy Chin. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Cowboys nothing.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. This is Hines. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jackson dancing to his left. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Here's Hines, and he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run with Hines, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Nyheim Hines, touchdown number 15 on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
At the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Darnold from the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
The
Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, foul ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. This is the tight end, Njoku. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
The shotgun snap for Darnold, and he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas 1st down.
At the 45-yard line.
Watch tight, tight his way. Watch tight, tight his way.
Here's Darnold. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold, and to the right side here, it's Allen. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 21. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Throwing again is Darnold. That one complete to Hill. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, Darnold into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
1st and 10.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this 1st half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to wait.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes this Washington 14, Cowboys 7. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. KJ Hamler
we got plenty of fight, baby.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
First and 10. At their own
out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. They'll roll him out right. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now Jackson on 1st down. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Darnold now to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Complete to Calvin Ridley. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and...
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Darnold to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it, and he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll let it. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, You could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flushed from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Hamler now to return it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They run. Hines, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From midfield now, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
They'll run on first down. Hines. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On the keeper.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it with Pollard. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he's
going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Solomon Thomas able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. This to Jarwin. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Darnold's pass.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
6-yard pickup.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To the air again, Darnold. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Now it's Darnold. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Cowboys.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football.
And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off down at the 2. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
At their own 14.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. Open man is Samuel, complete. He's at the 40, 20, 10,
You're gonna make
5,
everything happen.
touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, touchdown number 15 on the